Hello friends, I am Tarak Datta. Welcome to my YouTube channel T Datta Academy. Today we are going to discuss about the percentage related formula and various math. In the part 1 video we have covered what is the basic percentage and the related math to the basic percentage formulas. Now let us see what is percentage. If we come across the value 10%, this percentage signs always means that we need to simply divide it with 100. So we'll write this equation as 10 divided by 100 because percentage always means that out of 100 how much it is. So if we calculate 10 divided by 100 is equal to 0.1. This is the decimal representation of the same value. So we got the solution that percentage value we need to always divide by 100. Now similarly, suppose there is a number 200 and we need to calculate 30% of this number. So now what we can do, as we have seen that percentage is nothing but we need to divide by 100. So we can multiply 200 into 30 divided by 100, and if we divide 100 and 200 we will get 2. So 2 into 30 is equal to 60. So the 30% of 200 is nothing but 60. Now similarly, if we need to calculate, suppose there is a number 10 and we need to calculate how much it is of number 100, how much percentage it is. So as we are going to calculate against 100 and that number we need to calculate is 10, so 100 will be always in the below because against it we are going to calculate the percentage, and we are going to calculate the percentage of 10. 10 will be on the top, and percentage means we need to always represent that as out of 100 how much it is. So we are going to multiply with 100. So if we calculate this equation, we'll get 100 divided by 100 is equal to 100 is equal to 10%. So 10 is 10% of 100. Similarly, if we are going to calculate how much 20 is of 500. So 20 will be on the top, 500 will be always in the below because against it we are going to calculate the percentage, and then we need to multiply with 100 to represent in percentage. So if we divide this one with 5, it will come as 4. So 20 is 4% of 500. Now sometimes we need to calculate the percentage in terms of fractional. Here we have calculated in terms of decimal. Now suppose 5% means 5 divided by 100, and if we divide 5 and 100 it will come as 20. So the equation will be 1 by 20. So this is the fractional representation of the same percentage value. So what we learned here, whenever there is a percentage sign will be there, if we want to convert that sign into number we have to divide with 100. Whenever we need to calculate one number against the percentage of another number, the number will be on the top against which the percentage we are calculating it will be on the below, and we need to always multiply with 100 because percentage is nothing but out of 100 how much it is. Now let us see the statement of this math. The price of a commodity increases from 250 to 300. Find the percentage increase. So what is the statement here? The price of any commodity was 250 rupees. Now it has become 300. So we need to find the percentage increase against the initial price. So initial price was 250. What is the current price? So we are writing current price is equal to 300. So what's the increment? So increase happened from 250 to 300. So 300 minus 250 will get the increment as 50 rupees. Now we need to find out how much percentage has been increased against the initial price. Initial price was 250. This is the increase happened. So if we want to calculate the percentage, so 50 will be on the top against 250 we are going to calculate. So 250 will be in the below, and as percentage we need to calculate, so we need to multiply with 100. So now how much we will get? So if we are dividing this one 0 5 in by 25, 5 100 divided by 5 is equal to 20. So we are getting 20%. So price percentage change of the price happened as 20%. So what we have done here, we have for any this sort of math, whenever we need to calculate the price increase, the formula is current price minus old price. Against the old price we are going to calculate the percentage. So old price will be in the below and then we need to always multiply with 100 because this is the percentage representation. So this is the formula we are going to use whenever we need to calculate the percentage increment for any commodity. The statement here, the price of a commodity decreases from 500 to 400. Find the percentage decrease. So what is given? The commodity price was on 500 initially, now it got reduced to 400. We need to find out how much percentage the price has been decreased. So now we can write the initial price is 500. First the current price. Current price is 400. What's the difference happen? Difference is current minus initial. So 400 minus 500 is equal to minus 100. The minus is coming because it is getting decreased. Now we need to find out how much percentage decrease happened. Now we are going to calculate against the initial price. So this difference will be on the top, minus 100 divided by the initial price, which is nothing but 500, and we are multiplying is 100 because it is percentage value. So 0 is, we are removing 5 and 100, we will get 20. So it is coming as minus 20%. So minus is there because it is getting decreased. So what's the formula we will get here for calculating the decrease percentage? Similarly, previous formula, current minus old price, this is the difference, divided by the old price, because against the old price we are going to calculate the percentage, into 100. So this is the simple formula to calculate the percentage decrease. For the statement here, the price of a commodity diminished by 10% and after a few days increased by 20%. Find the new cost. So what's the statement? A commodity price initially decreased by 10% and after the decreased price it got increased by 20%. So we need to find the price change of that commodity. So to solve this type of math where we don't know the price of the commodity, where only the percentages are given, we can easily calculate this type of math by considering the price of the commodity as 100. So what we'll do here, we'll write that initial price of the commodity price is 100. Now as per that statement, initially it got decreased by 10%. So if we calculate 10% of 100 is 100 into 10 by 100, so it is 10. So what's the new price? So current price of the commodity after the decrease is, current price is equal to 100 minus 10 is equal to 90. So this is the current price. Now again after few days is got increased by 20%. So at this 90 rupees we got another 20% increase. So 90 into 20 by 100. So this is the increment happened. If we calculate it, we'll get 9 into 2 is equal to 18. So what is the new price? So new price is 90 was the price. Now 18 is increased. So now the current price is 108. So now we need to find out what's the price change here, right? So we need to find out what's the difference. So initial price was 100. The price difference happened is 108 minus 100. And then if we need to represent as a percentage value, so we'll calculate against the initial price 100. So 100 will be in the below and we'll need to multiply with 100. So if we what we will get, 100 divided by 100 is equal to 1. So 108 minus 100 is equal to 8%. And as it is coming in positive, so we can say that 8% increase happened for the price. So what we have seen here, this type of math we can easily solve where the no value is given and only we can see that percentage increase or decrease has been given. We can initial value we can think as 100. Out of 100 we can find out the variation. The statement here, the first number is 50% less than the third number. Second number is 54% less than the third number. How much percentage does second number less than the first number? So what is given here? Three numbers are there where first number is 50% less. So let us assume A, B, C, three number. As per the statement, A is 50% less than C and B is 54% less than C. So we can write it in the equation. So A is 50% less, right? So we can write A is 50% less than C. B is 54% less than C. So to solve this problem, let us assume C is 100. Because all numbers are imaginary, we are assuming C is 100. So now A is 50% less than C. So how much A is less than C? 100 into 50 by 100. If we calculate this, we will get 50. So what's the value of A? So A is equal to 100 minus 50 is equal to 50, because C's value is 50. C's value is 100. So now if we calculate similarly the B's value, so C is 100 minus 54% less, so 100 into 54 by 100, we are subtracting it from C. So we'll get, if we calculate this equation, 100 minus 54 is equal to 46. Now we need to find out how much percentage does second number less than the first number. So we need to find out the difference. First number is 50, second number is 46. So the difference between these two numbers is 46 minus 50. So it is coming negative because it is less, right? And we need to find the percentage change. So we can write as 4. This is the difference. And against the first number, so we are writing 50 as 50, and we are going to multiply with 100. So if we divide 50 and 100, we will get 2. So 2 into 4 is equal to 8%. So in this type of math where the all numbers are imaginary, we can easily calculate by assuming the number as 100. Now let us see another type of math which is very important for various kind of competitive exams such as SSC, CGL, IBPS PO, bank clerk and other government exam. This type of math will be helping you to solve various DS and DI related problem. Now let us see what is the statement here. 15% of 60% of a number is 315. What is the 16% of that number? So here the number is not given, and we have got one equation like 60% of 15% of that number is equal to 315, and we have to find out the 16% of the same number. That is our question. So let us assume the number is x. So now what is the 60% of x? X into 60 divided by 100, and then we are going to calculate with multiply with 15 by 100 because we need to find out this percentage, and this is nothing equal to 315 as per the given statement. So if we calculate, we will get x is equal to 315 into 100 divided by 60 into 15. Now let us not calculate here, we need to find out 16% of x. So what is 16% of x? X into 16 by 100. Now here we are going to multiply the same value 16 by 100. Now this is the final equation that we need to solve. Now let us calculate here 100 divided 100. Then we are 15, 2 into 15 30, and 1 into 15 is 15. So 21, 0 is removing. Then dividing with 3, 7 into 3 is 21, and it is 2 here. 2 into 8 is equal to 16. So we are getting 8 into 7 is equal to 56 into 10 is equal to 560. So what we have seen here, where the number is not given and we got one equation or one statement, so easy way to solve this type of math is to assume the number as x. What's the statement? If 12% of 75% is greater than 5% of a number by 75, what is the number? So the statement given, if we calculate the 12% of 75% of a number and then subtract it the 5% of the same number, we'll get 75. So let us assume the number as x. So 75% of x is nothing but x into 75 divided by 100, and now we are going to calculate 12% of it into 12 divided by 100, and then what is the 5% of the number? Right, so we need to calculate 5%. So x into 5 by 100. As per the statement, if we subtract this one, so we are going to subtract 5 into x into 5 by 100, and we will get 75 as per the statement. So now what will come if we calculate this? We are dividing this one with 25, so it will come 3, it will come 4, right? 4 into 3 is equal to 12. So we'll get 9x by 100 minus 5x by 100 is equal to 75. So what will we will get here? 4x is equal to 75 into 100 Now what's x? So we'll divide 4 with 100 is 25. Now 75 into 25, 5 into 25, 125. 7 into 25 is equal to 175 plus 12. It will come as 187. So 1875, this is the number x. That is our answer. What's the statement here? A number on subtracting 14 from it reduces to 90% of the same number. What is the number? So if we are reducing 14 from a number, it will become 90% of the original number. So we need to find out the number. So let us assume here the number is x. So as per given statement, we are going to subtract 14 from it. So x minus 14, right? And what's the equation here? X minus 14 will become 90% of the same number. So x into 90 by 100. We need to solve this equation to get the value of x. So we are dividing 0, 0. We are multiplying the left hand side equation with 10. So 10x minus 140 is equal to 9x. So what's the value of x? We'll get x is equal to 140. So the number is 140 and this is our answer. What's the statement here? A fruit seller sells 35% of the oranges and still has 390 oranges. How many he had originally? So as per the statement, a fruit seller had initially some oranges. Out of that, 35% he has sold out and the remaining oranges is equal to 390. So we need to find out how many oranges he had initially. So let us assume he had x oranges initially. So how many he has sold? 35%. So x into 35 by 100. So this is these many oranges he has sold. So that is nothing but 35x by 100. So how many is remaining oranges? X minus 35x by 100 is equal to 65x by 100. So as per the statement, these remaining oranges are equal to 390. So we can write 65x by 100 is equal to 390. If we calculate, we will get x. So we are dividing with 13. So 5 and here we will get 30. 5 and 100 we will get 20. So x is equal to 30 into 20 is equal to 600. Whenever we come across this type of math where we need to find out the initial value or total value of the number, and we will get some equation as per the statement, we will assume the initial number as x. Now in this math, we got the statement in a class of 60 students and 6 teachers, each student got sweets that are 20% of the total number of students and each teacher got sweets that are 25% of the total number of students. How many sweets were there? So we need to find out how many exact sweets required to distribute in this manner. So 60 students in the class and 6 teachers. How many sweets each student will get? 20% of the total number of students. And how many teacher each teacher will get? 25% of the total number of students. So total number of students is 60. Each student will get 20%. So 60 into 20 by 100. And how many total number of students are there? So we are going to multiply with 60. So this means sweets are required for the student. Each teacher will get 25% of the total student. So 60 into 25 by 100. And how many teachers? 6 teachers are there. So we are going to multiply with 6. So these many sweets are required for the teacher. These many sweets are required for the student. If we calculate, we will get the total sweets. So let us calculate. 0, 0, we are removing. So 6 into 2 into 60. So 12 into 60 is equal to 720. And if we calculate here, we will get 4. 4 into 15 is equal to 60. So 15 into 6 is equal to 90. So we will get 90. If we add this thing, we will get 810. So 810 is the total number of sweets. The statement here, 720 sweets were distributed equally among children in such a way that number of sweets received by each child is 20% of the total number of children. How many sweets did each child receive? So how many sweets were there initially? 720 sweets that are being distributed. So here the number of child are not given and each child got total 20% of the total child. So let us assume the number of child is x. So how many sweets each child will get? 20% of this one. So x into 20 by 100. And we have x students, x childs are there, so we need to multiply with x, right? So these many sweets has to be distributed. As per the statement, these many sweets are equal to 720. Now if we calculate this equation, we'll get 5 here. 20 into 5 is equal to 100. So we'll get x square is equal to 720 into 5 is equal to 10, 0, 0, 7 into 5 is equal to 35, plus 1 is equal to 36. So what's the value of x? X is equal to 60. Now the total number of children is 60 and total sweets are 720. So how many sweets each child will get? 720 by 60 is equal to 12. So 12 is the number of sweets that each child will receive. So in this math, when we got the total number of children, we can easily calculate how many sweets each child will get. Thank you for watching my video. If you like my video, please subscribe and click on the bell icon for more updates. If you have any query, please comment me on the comment box. I will definitely get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you for watching.